All right, you guys. We are here for a bonus episode.
Bonus.
What? Who doing a bonus?
We is. We have listened. We've heard you and we have listened.
We are listening. We are listening. So, it's just crazy because our bonus episode is happening um during the world of entanglement. Like
Entanglement.
entanglement. Now, let me ask you this, Jasmine.
Mm-hmm.
Before Jada said entanglement, had you ever heard of that word?
Man, nah. I was like, what? Google. Go straight on Google. Like, no, what is an entanglement? You heard of that word before?
No, I was like, wait, am I? Listen, look, now I'm about to really look it up.
I was gonna say, like, for
Oh
real.
no,
Like,
it does. It does.
I'm pretty
say,
sure it's a real word.
but no nobody use it.
So, Jada do.
An entanglement is the action or fact of entangling or being entangled. Wait, somebody had to just put this in here because it says. Okay, first off, it says it's a noun, the action or fact of entangling or being entangled. Then the first point says a complicated or compromising relationship or situation.
Situation.
Who's
I did just
who
see that.
who did that? This was listen. I mean, I don't know because I never looked up entanglement before Jada said entanglement, but somebody just put this in the dictionary. Dictionary.com just put this in there because Jada done made it famous.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust it.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
again, not again. I'm just gonna say this disclaimer. Clearly, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about the topic. I am in no shape or form. I don't want to diss anybody's marriage, per se. Like, I'm not here to say, what people should be doing in their marriage because the only marriage I can worry about is mine. Okay. Okay.
For sure.
Let me tell you, okay? You do what you want to do, and we going to do what we want to do over here. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you ain't no entanglements going on over here. Okay?
Listen, tangled all right. We're going to be strangling. I'm sorry. We are not talking about that. Let's move on.
Jasmine trying to go to jail. Or she ain't trying to go to jail, but just know, if you entangle, you will be strangled, okay? But anywho, for those of you who have been living under a rock, we will quickly go over what had happened was. So what happened was R&B singer August Alsina did a interview with Angela Yee, and in that interview, he let it be known that he had been in a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith, also known as Will Smith's wife. So he also said in the interview that Will Smith had given him his blessing to be with his wife, let me not put words in the man's mouth. He just said his blessing. Will Smith gave him the blessing. And then initially some statements came out from Will and Jada's people like, he lying, that ain't true, this didn't happen. Then Jada decided to do a Red Table Talk on her Facebook show, Red Table Talk. She decided to bring herself to the table and discuss said incident where she did in fact, and she was there with her husband Will Smith, and basically they did in fact confirm that she had a relationship with this man. In the Red Table Talk, though, they did say that at the time they were separated, or they were going through a separation, and they thought that they were going to be done forever, and whatever. I guess that left space for this. So with that being said, that was really my issue, because let me say, a girlfriend of mine, we were talking about it, and she was like, well, they weren't together, when it happened. But my response is, but they were still married. Like, and this is another example as to why it is important for you to close one chapter before you open another. Because in this situation, yeah, they may have thought that they were going to break up and that they were going to be over. So you know what? He's over there doing whatever he was doing. She moved on and ended up dating this boy or this man, because he's a man. I'm sorry. He's just younger than her. But, you know.
It do seem like that's her son or something.
I think he's the same age as their oldest son, you know, her stepson, Will Smith's oldest son. I want to say they said that. I want to say the media said they were the same age. I did not confirm it nor deny it. I mean, confirm it to know, but I'm pretty sure that's about accurate because Willow and Jaden in their 20s.
How old is
Jaden?
Go ahead, keep talking. I'm about to Google.
Look, now I'm looking too. I think his name is Trey. Trey Smith. He was born in 1992. 27? He's 27. That's how old August is. So they was right.
Really?
August Alsina is 27. So yeah, so it's the same. And then that's the thing too. I think you said what? I can't hear you.
I was telling myself to close my mouth.
Oh. And I want to say too, that's the thing. I think they said that I don't know I don't know which part of, which child, maybe it was Jaden, whatever, but he came into their family dynamic through one of the children, whatever. Clearly, because I mean, he's closer to their age than the parents' age. So I guess that makes sense. But, like I said, when my friend had said that, I'm like, well, that doesn't excuse it, because it doesn't matter that they were separated. They weren't divorced. I'm like, because even if we think that we're going to go our separate ways and we're going to break up, whatever, there's still a possibility we could rekindle, which is what they did, clearly. And in the midst of all of this, now you've made a big mess, because from what I can gather, I feel like this boy was in love with her.
Yes, he was.
Like,
Or is. Yes, he is. He's
like,
in love with her.
Yeah, like I need you to come a little closer to the microphone. You sound a little further away. I think you should probably be good now. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, like, he was in love with her, or like you said, he is in love with her. And it's just kind of like, it just kind of makes you feel bad for him, because he probably really went into this situation, whether, because Will said that he did not give him his blessing, but at the same time, you and your wife were not together. Y'all were separated for whatever reason. So clearly he felt like it was okay to move forward with the relationship with her, whatever. Right. And then it's weird to me that they got nickname for him. How they both just kept calling him Og.
Right. I was just like, oh, so y'all still cool. So we still cool. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. I mean, it is what it is.
I'm like, so it is one thing for her to call him Og, but for him to be like, yeah, and then Og. So y'all friends? Like, what is this? What's going on here? Like, And then one more thing I want to say before you jump in. I'm going to say this, and I could be wrong, but I feel like okay, let me say this. I do think that you told me earlier today that you always felt like Jada wasn't happy in her marriage, or with whatever. You didn't believe it, whatever. You never believed their marriage to begin with. And a part of me now that I didn't, when you said it, I'm like, no, but now the point I'm about to make is maybe you're right. I'm not saying the whole marriage, but at least in this point in their marriage where she was messing around with dude, whatever, I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. I think what had happened was they probably were talking about breaking up, whatever. So she moved on. She got into a relationship with August, whatever. Then, I'm sorry, you are absolutely. Will Smith said it was a relationship. It was like, really, Jada? Or really, Jada. An entanglement? I think you need to say it. And she was like, I said it. I said I got it to an entanglement.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, that. A relationship. Yeah, I said that. No, ma'am, you didn't.
Let's just keep it was a relationship. Okay. So Will Smith said it was a relationship, and y'all know I love me the Fresh Prince. So whatever Will Smith said it is, that's what it is. It was a relationship. She entangled her way into a relationship. Okay. So she was in this entanglement relationship. Trying to use both the words together. So she was in this relationship, and maybe now, like, or whenever they decided to get back together, maybe it was to save face, you know what I mean, to like just to still keep up appearances, you know, whatever. And again, this is just what I'm thinking. So they were like, okay, she's with August, she happy, she living her best life, but you know what, this isn't the best time for y'all to be announcing that y'all breaking up and that y'all doing whatever, so y'all got to get back together and y'all got to be together. And maybe she let him know, like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna have to go back to Will, but we can keep entangling, you know, we can keep doing what we're doing. And I feel like he didn't sign up for that. He just wanted to be in a committed relationship with her, because at the red table talk, she said he left, you know, like he stopped talking to her, and she hadn't talked to him, you know, she ain't talked to him to this day. And I feel like it's because she decided to go back to her husband, and they probably, you know, offered him an open relationship type thing, and he ain't want that. He wanted all of you or nothing, and you ain't want to give him that. So the best way for him to combat it is to just walk away. Those are my thoughts.
Well,
what you got to say?
I think that both of them still want each other, and I honestly think that Will will be okay with it. Like, I don't. They always had a different relationship. I mean, granted, I love Will Smith. I really do. Like, that's my cousin and everything. I even like Jada. I like Jada as an actress or whatever, and I think we was talking about it earlier. Like, when we think of a relationship or a couple or black love or whatever you want to call it, that couple don't pop up in my head.
No,
you know, like it. And I think because it's just always been, you know, like for me, in all honesty, like, and I think even one of my kids has said it and was like, we've been watching Fresh Prince so long, like, I like him and Nia together, you know, like I've
him and Lisa.
him with Lisa, so it's just like, no, him and Nia Long are together, like that's his boo, you know, but like I said, like I never got that vibe that she was just so. And it might just be one of those, you know, faces that our culture gives off. But she never looked happy to me. She never looked like when she was with him, she never looked like excited.
Dude said she looked happy when she wasn't with him in all the other pictures and stuff.
Like when she was with her daughter, like anytime when she mom, like anybody but him. And it was just like, he's always goofy and, you know, fun or whatever. But then again, it's like, I don't know. They could have had an argument right before the picture, and you know, I know how I am when we just had an argument. I can't hide that stuff, you know. So
no, you cannot.
Shut up. But yeah, it's just always. But like, I mean, like every time y'all get like, you know. But
you ain't never happy,
right? You ain't never happy. And I think one time she said it on her Red Table Talk, like he had threw her like a surprise party or something, or was it surprise party or something like that?
It was like a birthday party or something.
Yeah, and he built her the house that they in now or whatever, and she was like, "You did this for yourself. Like I don't want this, or I don't need this, or something." And it was just kind of like, what she's saying right now is like what I feel like you've been looking like the whole time that I've known y'all, you know, like, I mean,
I knew it.
You know.
I knew it.
Right. So it's just like certain stuff, it just doesn't even surprise me of like how things are falling out. I'm like, okay, you know, because it's always been a rumor that they had an open relationship. And I don't even think they actually all the way cleared that up or whatever. I mean, I know that they said, I don't know. Even
they said that they are like life partners
and
something. It's just weird.
Again, like, just like with the entanglement word, like it's always it's like, can you just be straightforward? Like I'm not here for the sugarcoating stuff. And in all honesty, it doesn't even really matter. If you want to keep sugarcoating, that's fine. This is your marriage.
That's your business.
You do, you know, yeah, this your business. But when you know that you're in a public eye, just know that these type of questions may occur, and
Mm-hmm.
if you trying to avoid the whole thing, I'd rather you not just say nothing than just giving me this sugarcoating stuff. But again, like I said, this your marriage, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage is definitely hard, so I'm not here to judge you or anything like that, because if you, felt like you wasn't, gonna be married to this man or whatever, I can see you, especially because of the conclusion that I'm at, like you didn't like him no way, so I can see you, going off to be with somebody else, especially if y'all was gonna make it for real, official. But like you had said, like that's the reason why you should make sure that everything is closed before you jump into something. I mean, with this separation stuff, like separate what? Like, I mean, I feel like that's the time where you make room for errors like this. Like it makes room for you to, oh, the grass is greener on the other side. Let me go. No, let you finish this off first. Close this chapter like you said, and then move on to your son, and
What?
because that's the same
That's the
age.
son friend, like
That's her son.
But yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's definitely important because I feel like, look, I don't even know August Alsina. I don't listen to his music like that or none of that. But I just really, something is telling me that baby was hurt when she went back to her husband.
Hurt.
Like, I'm telling y'all, I don't think he signed up for like an entanglement. He signed up, and then on top of that,
up for a real life relationship.
yes, and then the fact that I didn't went on this interview and I didn't told this lady that I was in love with you, whatever, and that, everything was fine. And, not everything was fine, but, I loved you basically deeply type stuff. And then when you do your interview, you talking about we was in an entanglement. You can't even say the words relationship. Like, you can't say that we were. I mean, granted, I think she did still speak highly of him, whatever. But
that's another thing. That's why I still think she want him. Like, first of all, like, I mean, I know it has. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
No. You can go ahead. I mean, that was basically just. I just feel like the baby is hurt. And then I do want to say, while we're talking about hurt, people were saying that they felt like Will looked hurt. The face. And let me tell you what I think happened. Look again. I just got all my own little narratives, okay? Let me tell you what had happened was what I think had happened. I don't think he cared. Just like you said, like I don't think, because when he said, I'm gonna get you back, whatever, and she said, you already got me back, whatever.
Yeah, I'm that's exactly why. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that she not gonna put your business out there, and she probably wasn't trying to put. Well, I know she wasn't trying to put August stuff out there like that. Like she did. Listen. She didn't care to go to her grave with nobody knowing that she had an affair with August. Mm-hmm. She was okay with that.
But that's what I'm saying. So
because
he talking about
still, even then, like she could have backfired and been like, y'all listen. Y'all don't know what's going on with me and Will. Mm-hmm. Will stepped out on me a few times. Like she could have just went on, like could have went in on him, but she still respects the fact that, well,
that's what I'm saying. I think that that's again. But I'm saying, I think that
be in this marriage.
That's her. This is her cry for help. She's sending us smoke signals, and we are not answering.
I'm coming, Jada. Just go on. Let him be. Shoot, I know about 3 of my friends that want him.
Oh my gosh.
Let him go. Just let him go.
Forgive her, Lord. She tried to get him in an entanglement. Like,
no, I'll be like, listen, Will, y'all ain't doing no entanglement. You wait until them divorce papers are signed.
They don't need no more entanglements, okay? They don't need no more. But no, I'm saying, like, I don't think the face that he made was because he cared. Like you said, I don't think she cared. But the whole, I'm going to get you back, you already got me back, whatever, but, I'm going to get you back type stuff. I'm going to tell y'all, again, I'm telling y'all, I'm translating this stuff. Translation, what they're saying is, he says, I'm going to get you back. She said, you already got me back. That means we have an open marriage. I'm doing what I want to do. You doing what you want to do. But the only rule is we do everything in secret. You know what I mean? Like, don't nobody else know our moves but me and you. So we have to make sure that the people that we choose, whatever. Now, where they messed up at, I'm going to tell you where they messed up at. These folks need to sign an NDA. non-disclosure agreement. You can't talk about it. When it's over, if it's over, if it's ever over, if we last forever, it don't matter. Don't talk about it ever. Whatever. Maybe, just maybe, they didn't give August one because he's in the entertainment business. You know, he's not going to blow up his life. You know, whatever. Maybe they thought that he was safe and he wasn't going to say nothing. But he did. So Jada messed up and she got a blabbermouth. Whatever. So that's what he was talking about. When he said, I'm going to get you back, he basically just letting it be known, oh, I'm going to get me somebody that's going to tell everybody how I do, what I does. You know? He out here talking
now,
about
all
you.
These other females finna come out the woodwork. Like, yeah. Will had an 8-year relationship.
Exactly. He
I'm
out
the
here.
one that helped him build the house.
Listen.
No, girl, shut up.
Listen.
Shut up.
Everybody out here thinking that Jada just woo. Oh my God, she just, you know, she got, I don't know, she just out here. Not out here, but you know, oh my God, she put it on August. He had to tell. So now he got to let it be known how he put it down. Big Papa gonna let it know. Listen, somebody gonna come out. I'm gonna get you back.
You know what? And when it come out, I'm probably gonna be the same way that it came out with Jada. Like I know. Like I already knew. Like this.
We're not surprised.
Like what is next? You know what I'm saying? Like what is next? Like this is. I guess this keep your mind off of what's really going on in the real world. I guess I don't know.
Again, I just feel bad for August because I feel like you need to close one chapter before you open another because I don't think that he understood what he was getting into. I think that he thought she was really walking away from this marriage and that they were going to be together. Because even before he ever said anything, again, I don't follow him like that, but, you know, you see stuff on the internet. I had seen things with them together or him being with the family. I think even the Breakfast Club one time a couple years ago, I remember Charlamagne was talking about it. And he was asking, how did August Alsina get so close to the family? Because he called himself Charlamagne. Basically, he got everybody, all of Black Hollywood's last name. So he like Beyonce, Charlamagne, Knowles, Carter, Smith, Pinkett, or whatever, something like that. So he part of all their families in his mind. So he wanted to know how, I don't know if y'all heard that, but I hit myself in the head. He wanted to know how August, so clearly I'm talking with my hands, y'all.
Right, she was serious about this.
He wanted to know how August had got in cool with the family because he was trying to get in with the family. So it was like, you know, but even back then they would talk about how he's always with the Smiths and, you know, Smith Pinkett clan, and they wanted to know what was up with that. So that was already kind of suspicious. Like, what is it? So it's not surprising that when it came out that this is what it was, whatever. And then the fact that that video I had sent y'all, whatever, that he did a video like a year ago, and in the video it seemed like, or in the song, but it's a small video to the song, it seemed like he talking about her in the video. And in the video, it's a text message thread. The song is called Nunya, if you want to see it. And basically it starts off with
that on your own time. We are not telling y'all to go listen to that song, but we just saying.
I mean, it's what we're talking about, though. It's what we're talking about. But I'm saying the text thread, she talking about like, hello, how, and then she called him Og.
Yeah, you right.
She called him Og in a text message thread. And then the name on the text message thread is actually Jada Pinkett's middle name. Whatever. So it's like he got her saved in his phone, which would make sense if you gonna try to hide a relationship. I'm not gonna put your first name.
Craig. Might as well.
Listen, I ain't gonna put your first name. So he put her middle name. She texted him. He not responding. Then when he do respond, he trying to ask her why she worried about who he messing with. Because why? I walked away from you. Why is you in my business? Leave me alone. You're supposed to be over there with your husband because you had a man, and he said that you had a man that loved you. Something along, like, I forgot. I don't know the words because I ain't listened to it like that. I mean, I seen it, but I didn't memorize it. But it was like you had a man that loved you. Basically, like, you know, and you lost me. Whatever. So I disagree with you that they both want each other. I think he could possibly be the one that got away for her for her, because this is what I really didn't compute in my head, because let me tell you, I would never have an entanglement. Let me clarify that. But if at some point in some alternate universe I had an entanglement and I was sent to the table with Marcus and I was like, and I haven't heard from him since, and listen, that this exchange is not going to go well. You know, ain't no way I'm gonna sit up. You who sits up?
Be like, what are you trying to contact him for?
Exactly. Like, what do you mean? Why do you even care that you haven't heard from him since that day? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you haven't heard from him since that day. We are together. That entanglement is over.
Listen. I promise you, if Jada called him right, if she called Og right now and be like, hey,
Og,
I promise you, I promise you, you don't have to share me with Will. That's the only problem that he got. That's why he walked away, because he didn't want to share her.
Yes.
Which, I'm all for it. I don't want to share either. I don't like sharing my food. I don't like sharing my man. But
definitely don't want to share my man. Listen. This ain't no, what's that girl name? SZA. Whatever that song, I hated that song when I was here on the radio. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he my man.
Girl,
this dumb. Don't even let your kids listen to that song.
I be about to strangle their doggone head. I be like, I know you didn't just sing that song. Do you know what you sing? No.
And that's the thing, you don't even know what you're singing. You don't even know what you're singing. You just singing it because it sounds good.
It's okay, you can have it on a Saturday. No, I got him 7 days a week, okay? No more room for you. None at all. Anywho, I'm sorry.
The boy is mine.
Okay, that's exactly why. Oh my gosh! But I promise you, if Jada would say, okay, for real, the divorce papers are right here. We about to go file them. You don't have to share me no more. I'm done with Will. I just only want you. I promise you, he will come back to her, because he want her. He want her. She want him. And they gonna watch.
Okay, I can agree with that.
She gonna get them drunk. She gonna get them drunk, and they gonna be right back. Be right back.
I can agree with that.
Then she gonna have him sign the non-disclosure thing.
Oh
she
Lord,
like,
the NDA.
This is an entanglement, and you need not to tell nobody. Okay. Now Will knows about us now, so listen. You just be quiet, and we keep going about our business.
Mm-mm. But see, that's the thing. I can agree with that. I can agree that he wants to be with her and her only. Like, he don't want to be in no open relationship, which again is why I feel bad for him, because I feel like they duped him, or she duped him. Whatever. If her and Will had never had this fake separation, that little boy would never got involved with her, and his heart would be in one piece in terms of romantic wise, because he got a lot of other issues going on in his life. Whatever. But he would have been in one piece. You know, but now she done came, messed with that boy, and should just left him alone. The court of Angie says Jada is guilty, and
most definitely.
And on top of that, I don't want no parts of their marriage. I don't want how their marriage is. The way that they ended it, talking about, so we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life. What?
You know, they were just, so I was okay with that, because I knew that they were just getting that from Bad Boys for Life or whatever. I understood that, but the way that y'all in this, like, no, it is really, I told you, it is really a bad marriage. So it's just like, but you know.
So you like, they just telling the truth.
Right, they only telling the truth. But I got that they were just, we ride together, we die together, all of that stuff.
But they could have said, we ride together, we die together, we married for life.
They wasn't thinking that far, but
listen, of all things, that's the thing that y'all thought of, bad marriage for life. No,
because it just went with Bad Boys for Life. I got that part. Like, I was like, okay, that was cute, ha ha ha. But the reason. But the reason y'all in this spotlight is because y'all marriage was really bad. But who am I? Everybody go through their struggles. We all have had issues in our relationships. And,
true, but that's the thing. We all know that there is power in the tongue, and I will never speak that over my marriage.
Tongue, and I'm definitely not gonna say bad marriage for life for mine. I don't care if I'm playing or not.
Exactly. But I mean, everybody think differently. Again, I just work by my marriage. Let me just stay in my lane.
Married together.
I'm just over here. I'm just over
I
here.
am. I'm just gonna worry about Aaron, L Suggs, and Jasmine B Suggs. Like that's it. That's all I can, But we had a faither that wanted us to discuss this, so here we are discussing it. These are our opinions. This is not a definite, although I'm definite.
Definitely not getting into no entanglements. Definitely over here living my life, not worried about what's going on over there. Definitely ain't in no marriage like Will and Jada's. Definitely support them in doing whatever they want to do because that's their life.
But you know what? I honestly like in if they were really like role models to anybody, I can see them like literally showing like, okay, let's look at the positive here. She had an affair. He had multiple affairs, and they were still. Stop laughing.
Why he gotta have multiple affairs? So that has
because
not.
She
Listen.
said, I think you got me. When she said that, she was like, I think you got me back enough.
And we agree that that's what she said. But why it had to be multiple though? Like, listen, you know what? I don't know why I'm defending him, but it's probably because
I don't know why either.
Because he's the Fresh Prince, okay? He's the Fresh Prince, all right?
But, I mean, I'm just.
Back up. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business.
Okay, let's say that he only had one. Okay, all right, we're gonna go with that one. But okay, he had an affair, she had an affair, but they have that relationship that they can actually talk about it. Mm-hmm. They were actually laughing about it, and although August is probably like devastated of how things played out on his end, and majority of the time that I do see people going through stuff like that, it brings them closer together. Now, I still wouldn't say that I want my marriage to be like Will and Jada, but it is a positive about that is that they can actually grow
and learn
grow and learn from this situation. I don't even know if it will happen again. Maybe the world, the public won't ever see it, but hopefully that will give somebody out there like some type of hope that you may go through infidelity, you may go through y'all about to be done with this whole marriage or whatever, but for us, well, especially for Christians, like if you really know Christ, like there's a way that God will give you hope and mend your relationship back to a real good relationship, a good marriage, and it won't be a bad marriage for life. You know what I'm saying? It will be something that you can look back at and be like, yeah, God brought us through this and he brought us through that or whatever like that, because it's hard. It is hard out here, and like I was telling you, like I don't want to judge her because the word already says like even if you look at somebody, you literally committed adultery or whatever. And I know for myself, for me, I know that it's a lot of good looking dudes out there or whatever, but it's like
I don't see nothing. I don't see I'm blind. I can't. I'm
okay.
legally blind.
But I mean,
I'm just playing.
I know Aaron sees a whole bunch of females that are, fine or whatever. And the flesh, I used to always say the flesh is weak and ready. Like, it's ready, but it just happens. Like, we have to fight that off, though. So it's like, I'm not going to entertain my flesh or, like, jump on that. But according to the word, like, we've all committed adultery. Like,
But I was going to say, no, that was a good point that you pointed out. Like, a positive out of it is to, especially the part when you said it, you just said it, when they were talking about how they were basically on the verge of divorce. Like, they was done. Like, he was done with her, she was done with him.
Done
like,
with your tail.
I was going to say that, but I was like, He was like, he was like, I was done. Like, so, whatever. And I don't, the fact that they were able to, go from being absolutely done with each other, whatever, to, being in a situation where they were able to mend their marriage, even after, from what they're telling the world, she had another relationship. Whatever. He was able to even just forget the relationship. You come back to me and we'll make this thing bigger and better. Whatever. So, that is a good point to point out, is that, a lot of times you may think that your marriage is over, but, you just got to trust and believe and ride that wave and work at it, and y'all can get back together, work it out, go on and work it out. But before we get up off of here, I do want to close with something I saw that was funny to me.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so it says, it's a meme, of course. So it says, I have a couple more questions about this Will and August thing. Will we be getting another stimulus check? And will it be here by August? Woo! That tickled my fancy.
And I need that answer because August is my birthday month, so that would be lovely.
Yes, happy birthday to you. And we hope you guys enjoyed this bonus episode. You still laughing off of that meme?
I am. That joke is funny. Like,
I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, that is true. Will it be here by August? Let us know.
August. I can wait till August 31st.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yes, because after this, that's the only Will in August I want to talk about. Will
Okay.
and that.
I told y'all that lady do not want him.
All right, y'all. Jasmine said what she said, and now we got to go. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.